Moving on to the news coming in from the United Nations General Assembly, addressing the UNGA, the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has called out Pakistan for its cross-border terrorism policy and said that those covert others' lands will not be spared. He called the neighboring country dysfunctional, adding that it is facing the consequences of its own actions.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar gave a stern warning to Pakistan at the United Nations General Assembly yesterday. Calling the neighboring country dysfunctional, he said that those who covet the lands of others must be exposed and countered.
Many countries get left behind due to circumstances beyond their control. But some make conscious choices with disastrous consequences. A premier example is our neighbor, Pakistan. Unfortunately, their misdeeds affect others as well, especially the neighborhood. When this polity instills such fanaticism among its people, its GDP can only be measured in terms of radicalization and its exports in the form of terrorism.
This was a reaction to Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, who compared people living in Jammu and Kashmir to those in Palestine.
Similarly, like the people of Palestine, the people of Jammu and Kashmir too have struggled for a century for their freedom and right to self-determination. Instead of moving towards peace, India has resiled from its commitments to implement the Security Council resolutions on Jammu and Kashmir. These resolutions mandate a plebiscite to enable the people of Jammu and Kashmir to exercise their fundamental right to self-determination.
Giving a stern warning, Dr. S. Jaishankar said that actions will have consequences.
We heard some bizarre assertions from it at this very forum yesterday. So let me make India's position perfectly clear. Pakistan's cross-border terrorism policy will never succeed, and it can have no expectation of impunity. On the contrary, actions will certainly have consequences. The issue to be resolved between us is now only the vacation of illegally occupied Indian territory by Pakistan, and of course, the abandonment of Pakistan's long-standing attachment to terrorism.
He made it clear at the UNGA that Pakistan's policy of cross-border terrorism will not be tolerated.